Oh hey! Hello everyone, my name is Jack Edwards and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For 3 weeks this summer, I am out here in Shenzhen in China teaching English in a summer school. It's their summer holidays at the moment, so they come to this school to have extra lessons in English, Chinese, maths, and then there's loads of like extracurricular things as well. And basically the reason that I am here is because I went to Freshers Fair this year, despite not actually being a fresher. I thought, well, I might as well go in and try and get some freebies, right? And the next thing I knew, I was in China. Basically, I saw a big sign that said, do you want to spend your summer in China? And I thought, maybe I want to spend my summer in China. So I got chatting to the guy who ran the stall. His name was Danny. He runs a company called GoToCo, or like GoToCo. And they basically send British students to China to teach English. And I don't know if I've mentioned, but like, I'm an English student. So I applied, I did some interviews, I had to do like a Skype interview, phone call interviews, written interviews, all of this stuff. And originally I was assigned another camp that was near Shanghai, but I couldn't actually do the dates. And so then I was assigned to this. Oh my god, okay. And then I was assigned to this camp right here. Now I had never ever heard of Shenzhen, so I googled it, found out that it's actually like a really, really modern new city. Like 30 years ago, this whole city was just fields and like rice paddies, and it was very agricultural. Now it's like an urban metropolis, it's huge. The main selling point is that it's super close to Hong Kong, which meant I could fly into Hong Kong, experience that for a couple of days, which I did, and it was amazing, I loved it. And then basically you get a train across the border and it's the first city that you come to in mainland China. This particular camp is like an hour outside of the city, but as part of the program we got to spend our first 3 days in the city just experiencing that, and then in between the 2 summer camps so far we had a 4-day break, and in that time we went back to the city. I'd love to do a video where I talk about the experience as a whole once I get back, so let me know if you want that, but for now I thought I would basically show you a day in my life as an English teacher in China. So let's start off with a room tour, shall we? So this is the door, adorable. Just kidding, it's actually not that great because the door is actually broken, so it's like this kind of shape. However, that is kind of handy because we aren't actually given keys to the room, so apparently I can be trusted with 55 kids but not a key to my room. But anyway, basically if I get locked out of here I can just like barge the door and then it opens, so it's fine. It's kind of fine. Anyway, in here is my little bathroom. How you doing? Obviously there's a shower over here, but it's a bathroom. You don't need that explained to you. Then this is what the inside of the room looks like. So there's basically 4 beds, but there's actually only 2 of us in this room at the moment. Under each of the beds is a desk area because this school is used as an international boarding school during term time. So obviously this is where the students would be living. Basically I've got my books up here. I've actually finished all of these, so I've moved on to my Kindle, just wallet, contact lenses, Oreos because I miss Oreos so much. Bite cream because the mosquitoes had a full 6-course meal on my legs the other day. The Jackademic planner, obviously, back in stock very, very soon. And then just my desk area over here. Up the steps, which I am so surprised I haven't fallen down yet, we have my bed. Now this bed has 2 mattress toppers, a duvet that I sleep on top of, and then a duvet that I put on top of me because it is so uncomfortable. I cannot even tell you. I slept in this bed for 1 night and I was like, no, that is not okay. So I basically took all of the bedding off the bed next to mine and put it onto this one, so I've doubled up on everything. But this bed, let me show you, is basically just a plank of wood. It's solid, okay? And then you can kind of see out onto the sports track. Okay, so I have just wrapped up my English reading and listening class for the day. If anyone's interested, basically the level of ability and like what we kind of do is like the story of King Midas, the tortoise and the hare, that kind of thing. Basically the way that I structure my like lessons, we start with a game of hangman, and I usually get one of the kids to come up and do the word. It practices spelling, it gets every single person in the room speaking because I go 1 by 1, each person suggests a letter. So then every single person has contributed before the lesson has even begun, so they feel like it's a safe space where they can say things. They're not afraid to be wrong as well, because in hangman most of the time you're wrong, so it just doesn't matter. Then I split the class into 2 teams, and every answer they get right in the reading and listening, their team gets a point. There's a lot of like true or false questions, so when it's true I get them to stand up, and when it's false I get them to sit down, or like true like this, false hands on your head. So I mix it up a little bit just to get them thinking and all working together as a team. And occasionally there are questions where you have to match up a number and a letter. So I go and write those on the chalkboard and then get each person to come up and draw a line between them. So they're kind of moving around, they get to come up to the front. Yeah, I mean, I think it works. It works for me. One thing for me in school was I hated being picked on. Like when I didn't know the answer, I did not want you to put me on the spot. So when there are kids who have been quite quiet in a particular lesson, when I set a task, I'll go over to them and be like, hey, make sure you've got number 4 because I'm gonna ask you number 4, okay? And then when we go to feedback and I say, does anyone know the answer to number 4? I kind of look at them and if their hand goes up, I'm like, yeah, you! To give them a chance to feel like they decided they wanted to contribute. Like that was their decision and they knew the answer and they got it right. So yeah, I don't know, that kind of works for me. And now I've basically got to do some admin because I've got to prepare for tomorrow's classes, try to do that early as possible. And we basically have like a workbook, so I need to fill in the answers for tomorrow's lesson so that I know what the answers are so that I can help them. Let's just hope I get them right. I've just been to the shop to top up on supplies, and are you noticing a theme here with my snack choices? How freaking good does this dried mango look? And a juice box because I am literally 5 years old. One small step for mango. One giant leap for mango kind. Mango, mangoing, mangon. Okay, I'm done now. So now that we've had lunch, we basically have to prepare for our lesson with the university students. So basically each day, Ottilie and I have a lesson with 3 university students who are prepping for a speaking competitions. They have to learn how to present and be good speakers and stuff. And we are basically attempting to teach them how to do that. But I don't know if I'm actually qualified, so I'm just trying my best out here, you know? Okay, so teaching the university students actually went like so well today. They're coming on leaps and bounds. Like at first they were not that responsive, but today, so good. So it's now 4 o'clock. The next activity is at 4:45. So I'm going to do some reading, do some work, but at 4:45 we have outdoor activities. So basically the kids are in classes right now. When they finish those classes, they come outside with us and we do like loads of little games. So today we're doing sharks versus minnows, which is essentially British bulldog. We're doing something with a tarp, which is basically like we put a big sheet down and like 25 people stand on the sheet and they have to turn the sheet over without anyone stepping off of the sheet, if that makes sense. And after that we have some mini games. There's like an obstacle course, land pong, which is essentially beer pong with buckets. I should mention they also don't have beer in, they have water, which is so good on a hot day like today because they can like chuck it on each other. And then there's like a beanbag toss. So yeah, that's the plan. Oh! We are finishing off the day with some archery. Am I qualified to teach 10-year-olds to play archery? Absolutely not. Hey! See, that was sick!
The last 2 out of 3.
Does anyone know how to edit that so it looks like it went on?
So here's one I did earlier. Okay, a 10-year-old did actually do this. This is dinner. We have rice, as always. I don't know what this is, as always. They kind of just give you a random meat and don't really tell you what it is. So I'm just hoping for the best and not questioning it. And then these things, which are unlike anything I've ever seen before, but very nice. So that's that. We out here marking essays. Freaking bougie this school is. What the hell? We were lucky just to have a tennis court. And then I kind of forgot to end the vlog. As you can tell, I am no longer in China. I'm actually on a train to London for summer in the city. And I realized after editing that video on the plane home from China, like I literally got home about 2 hours ago, that I never ended the video. So this is me doing that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more from me. I've got more China vlogs and like travel vlogs coming very, very soon as I get a chance to edit them. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Love you loads, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.